Syllable division patterns. Okay, we all know what a syllable is. It's a word part, right? And you can break words up into syllables, usually by clapping, like clapping the word out. So let's take the word after as an example. After. You might say after. 2 syllables. After. So AF is the first syllable and TER is the second syllable. Now when we're looking at our syllable pattern, okay, hold on. Let me point out one other thing. Each syllable is only going to have one vowel sound in it, okay? After. One vowel sound, and then the ER, it has a vowel sound, but it's the boss ER, so you mostly just hear the ter. Let's take one more example just to get the point across. Subject. We have the word subject. Sub, you have the vowel the U. Subject. We have that one vowel in each syllable. One vowel sound. It's important to differentiate between the number of actual vowels and the number of vowel sounds, because sometimes 2 vowels make 1 vowel sound, and sometimes 2 vowels make 2 vowel sounds. And so if it's 2 vowel sounds, they're going to be in different syllables, okay? Hopefully that will be clear in just a moment if it was confusing. These are some of our syllable division patterns. So we're going to have dividing lines in here because, see, we've got 2 vowels here. And 2 vowels cannot be, 2 vowel sounds cannot be in the same syllable. 2 vowel sounds, 2 vowel sounds. Okay? So for this one, the dividing line of the syllables is always going to be in the middle. For this one, the dividing line of the syllables could be here or here. And this one, it has 3 different locations that it could be. You kind of have to look at the word and clap it out to try to figure out what that dividing line is going to be. So for this one, it's going to fall into this category, the vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. After. We have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. And we found out that the dividing line was between the F and the T. So I'm going to draw my dividing line right there. After. So this word has 2 word parts, okay? And it goes right here in our vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel section. I don't have any tape, so I'm just going to write the word up here. After. And I want to go get a different color marker so I can draw that dividing line in the syllables. Okay, let's take the word subject that we looked at a second ago. Okay? Subject. We have our vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. And again, the dividing line is between the 2 consonants. Subject. Subject. So let's write our word. Subject in our dividing line for the syllables. Right there between the B and the J. Okay. Next word is began. Began. When you hear the word began, we hear 2 vowels. Began. We hear the E and the A. Began. And if we clap it out, we hear began. That dividing line is between the B and the gan. for our syllables. And this one, you might guess, is going to go in the vowel, consonant, vowel section. Okay? Because we have our vowel, consonant, vowel. Breaking apart our syllables. And again, let's draw our dividing line. Okay. So this helps us in decoding words that might be unfamiliar, because you might see spelling patterns that kind of run into each other, and you need to be able to break those apart so that you can isolate the spelling pattern in the syllable, okay? Because this part of the word ject is not going to be interacting with this part of the word sub, okay? I hope that made sense. It'll become more clear as we talk about syllables and syllable division patterns in the future. This is just the introductory lesson. So if it's a little bit confusing, I'm sorry. But we'll talk about it more and more, and it'll become more clear in time. Okay. I know that you guys are familiar with syllables, but talking about these syllable division patterns is kind of new, I think, unless you've had previous teachers. I didn't teach it last year in 3rd grade. Okay, our next word is student. Student. And I hear 2 vowel sounds, and I see 2 vowels in this word. I see the oo in student, and I hear the eh in student. 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 2 syllables. The first syllable is the stew, so the dividing line is after the vowel, and dent. Let's write our word with the dividing line. S-T-U-D-E-N-T. And I'll show you what I was talking about how the different syllables don't interact with each other right now. Stew, dent. Now, sometimes in words, this E is kind of sneaky, doesn't it? It likes to jump over the consonant and make the vowel before say its name. But it doesn't do that in this word. You don't read it student, plus the E would have to be silent if it was making the U say its name. But we read stew, dent. The E makes a sound, and the U makes a oo sound, which is interesting. Usually a U makes a sound. But we all know that English is, strange. So that's what I was talking about earlier when I meant that this syllable is not going to interact with this syllable.
Hey, Sam, it's time to clean up, sanitize, and make your way down to the cafeteria.
Love announcements. The E is not interacting with the first syllable. The E in the second syllable is not interacting with the...
Holly Hamilton, come to the front. Holly Hamilton.
Let's move on. This word has a lot of vowels in it, doesn't it? A lot of vowels. And it's going to make 3 different vowel sounds. Air, E, I know it's a short word, but it has 3 syllables in it. And the reason why it has 3 syllables is because it has so many vowel sounds, okay? Air, E, So really, this word can go in this section because we have the vowel consonant vowel being broken apart, and we also have the vowel vowel being broken apart. Sometimes when we see EA, it makes the E sound. But in the word area, it makes the IA sound. Okay? And that's why this is a completely different syllable, because the E and the A are not in the same syllable. If they were, it would just say E. Let's write our word up here, and we're going to write it in this section, even though it could go in both. Area. And let's do our dividing lines. Again, this word has 3 syllables in it. Area. Area. And our last word is going to be the vowel pattern again. We have 2 examples for each syllable division pattern. Sometimes when we see IE, it's going to say E. But in this word, it does not, because there are 2 syllables here. We have diet is the word. Diet. Diet. Okay, let's write our word up. And draw our syllable division line. Diet. Okay, we'll be going over this more in the future, so if you're a little bit confused about it, this is just the introduction lesson, okay? We will talk about it more in the future, but I hope that it made some sense.